What's good, sneakerheads? Back here with another one. I'm super hyped for these. I got lucky, to be honest with you. A lot of people got lucky, and a lot of people didn't when it came to these. I'm super hyped. So I'm just gonna jump into it. To open these, because of what they are, I'm going to use a straight up sword. Nah, it's a bread knife. So, whoa. Uh, Need to be careful where I'm aiming that thing. Alright, so bread knife. Pretty big, right? Crazy. This thing's huge. So hope I don't cut the box. But then again, when that thing dropped in from whatever realm it came from, it probably stabbed right into it. So let's hope. This thing's kind of dull, actually. Bread knife. I should have said butter knife. There we go. End up slicing a finger off. It'll be a finger knife. Oh, box looks good. Put that over there before somebody gets hurt. Somebody gets hurt. Ooh. Same box as all the other ones. You got that cement print across the bottom. Size 12. I've literally been waiting on these for like ever to re-release, and they're still not due out until May the 4th or the 11th. I can't remember exactly which one. So I got really lucky to be able to get them this early, and from the pictures that I've seen, the quality of these are gonna be so good. So I can't wait. But knowing my luck, I'm gonna have glue stains all over. I'm gonna look like got hit by a truck. Ooh. Ooh. Nah, just like the rest of them. Buttery. These things, yeah. I don't know if it was like maybe just an early shipment that they got in or what. Like, I don't know what these are going to compare to the actual drop that comes out, on the day that they're supposed to come out. But, these look immaculate. Immaculate. Get rid of that one. Alright. So, we've got... I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Alright. So, we have the Air Jordan 4 Bred, aka Black Cement, 2019. Everybody knows about these. These are a super iconic shoe. The sneaker itself features a black nubuck upper. I mean, look at that tag right there. This is like some straight old school, like, none of that, acrylic kind of thing. You gotta love that. And that's another thing about this sneaker. This is one of the true OGs. So, features a black nubuck upper accented by gray and fire red details all around it. Base. Flight Jumpman on the tongue. Inner liner's gray, back of the tongue's red. But they all come together to just make this an iconic sneaker. There are black netted mesh overlays and a very unique lockdown system provided by this wing right here. And both of these, the mesh and the wing, were first of its kind. Like, first sneaker that they came out on. Now, the main focal point of this sneaker is that Nike Air on the back. And this is the first time that it's been seen since 1999. This sneaker, the colorway and everything else, is released a few times. It was 1989, back when they first dropped, which, by the way, was the very first time that this, like a Jordan brand sneaker, had reached the global market. So, Nike Air on the back was 1989, re-released as a retro in 1999 with Nike Air on the back, and then in 2008 it was part of the DMP pack that had a Jumpman on the back. 2012, it had a Jumpman on the back. And then 2019, it goes back to Nike Air on the back. And the reason for that is because Jordan Brand is celebrating the 30-year anniversary of the Jordan 4. So, they're bringing out true OG designs. Now, this one is a true OG, and it's been remastered carefully to be as close to the original $89.99 release as they could get. Even down to the bottom. It's crazy. And if you look at that Nike on the bottom, that's a little bit smaller than what you would expect too. The font, not as poppy as you would expect. Now, this sneaker was cemented in history because Jordan wore it in Game 5 back in 1989 of the playoffs against the Cleveland Cavaliers, where Jordan hit the series-winning shot over Craig Elo with 3 seconds left on the clock from the foul line. And to this day, that shot is considered to be one of MJ's greatest clutch moments. And that you got to give Jordan, a lot of people are like Jordan over LeBron, LeBron over Jordan, Kobe over Jordan, blah blah blah. But honestly, Jordan was one of the best clutch players out there. That dude, no matter what, if you go back and look at that shot, they, the Cavaliers went up by 1 point. There were 3 seconds left. They passed the ball into Jordan. And before they passed it into him, he had 2 people guarding him. He juked one and broke left and was open. Homeboy was just straight up boop, boop. Got the ball passed and it was in the basket. And they won. It was so unexpected that pretty much the whole place went silent. They were because they were, playing away. They were in Cleveland. So everybody was what? So, let's go throw these on feet real quick. I've been waiting for these for so long. I gotta see what's up with these. They look iconic on feet. Iconic. Honestly, I wish, with this sneaker, it looks amazing the way that it is right now. But I kind of wish that they worked some, elephant print or maybe some, cement speckle into it somewhere. Maybe, the wing or, somewhere. Yeah, I kind of feel like that might work a little bit. But then again, don't take my word for it because there's a reason why this shoe is coveted. So, like I said, this sneaker, this colorway has released multiple times over the years. There's really not been that big of a difference between all of the sneakers that have come out. The biggest differences besides, you know, the Jumpman and the Nike Air being on the back, was the tongue. If you look at the Nike Air models had a wider tongue. And if you looked at the Jumpman models, kind of had a thinner tongue. But, you know, also besides, you know, the Nike Air on the bottom being a Jumpman on the tongue, Jumpman on the back, you know, stuff like that. And also up here, these are more prominent on the Nike Air models over the Jumpman models. Whenever you get to like the Nike Air Jordan 1 and stuff like that, they have the prominent stars on the bottom, like the grip pattern. Now the Jordan 4, as you can see by checking out this video right here, I've got some details in it. I'm not going to go into it. I'm going to keep this video short and sweet, just because you just got to know, you know, about this particular sneak, this particular colorway. If you want to know the history, go check it out. But a few other little details. Everybody knows Tinker Hatfield designed the Jordan 4. He took inspiration from the 3 previous Jordans to design that, because he didn't really want to waste time in doing that. He already had something in mind. He wanted to focus because, you know, Jordan loved the Jordan 3. So he was like, why change it too much? So they're going to take the Jordan 3 and they're going to develop it a little bit better for performance, which you get this. You know, he had seen this mesh, you know, on a few other things, and not particularly sneakers, but he had seen the mesh, had the idea for another sneaker, decided to try it out on this for breathability and whatnot, and looks. He ultimately wanted to put it on there to give it a cheaper look, I guess, or people would have thought that it was a cheaper look. Like, originally, you know, like I said in that previous video, when these first came out, people thought they were ugly. They didn't like them. And then you had the shot that happened while he was wearing them. You had the commercial, the famous Spike Lee commercial, the movie that came out. So, I mean, this thing, and honestly, like, even, I don't understand why, well, okay, back in the 80s, people had different taste. When I first saw this sneaker, before I even knew what it was, I loved the way it looked, you know, and most people do because they sell out super quick. So, but yeah, he wanted it more for performance, so he added on all these little details. He kept the inside of it feeling like a Jordan 3. And he added these, which kind of, you know, you wouldn't really think that they would help the lockdown that much, but they really do. Because you have 18 variations of how you can lace the sneaker because of these. That's pretty awesome. And, you know, you had the second sneaker that included the visible air unit. So, now, this sneaker, like I said earlier in the video, was extremely hard to get. And I'm very surprised that I was able to get it because, you know, the Sneakers app did a shock drop. And when it comes to shock drops, they're good and they're bad at the same time. They're good because bots and everything can't really jump on it unless they, you know, have a hint that it's coming. But it's bad because everybody jumps on it at once and it kind of crashes the system from time to time. And they're already super limited. So, and that's kind of what happened now. They shock dropped, and as many, like, it did that screen where you log in and it pops up automatically and it says buy now. So I clicked buy now and it took me back to the main sneakers screen. I started freaking out. I deleted the app 3 or 4 times, reinstalled, shut down my phone, restarted it. I did this for like 10-15 minutes. And finally, at about 10 or 15 minutes, I was able to get into it and purchase it after they redropped again. Because Nike found out that it crashed everything, so they just went ahead and paused it and dropped it one more time. I was able to cop it on that. Which, you know, the surprising part about it is, you know, I wear a size 12, and I was seeing tons of people online. J23 app for one, he wears a 12. But he copped, there were tons of people copping 2 or 3 pairs of them somehow. Well, with other, you know, means, probably bots or whatever else. But they got 2 or 3 pairs of them. But a lot of 12s went out. So with the delay and everything else, I was super excited that I was able to cop these. And I've been waiting on these all year. Now I need the white cements to go along with it because, you know, this with the leather upper, you can't go wrong. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. I got a lot more things coming, including the Susans and whatnot. So make sure to subscribe with notifications on. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description. Yeah, I got a lot of things coming you don't want to miss. So I hope you enjoyed it. I will catch y'all next time. Stay safe. Peace.